Alright, today I'm gonna do something completely different. Now, I have been on the internet for a very long time. I think ever since like 2016, but even before that, I had like YouTube videos where I shit you not, I was like screeching on the top of my lungs, singing the song, what was it? It was like the song from Owl City where it's like, now planet Earth moves slow, like that one. And it was legit like me just like 1,000 decibels on the fucking volume, just screeching and just blasting that music. And I remember my mom was just like, turn down the music. But I've been on the internet for a very long time. But I did have a DeviantArt account, which was my start officially to my internet legacy. Now, I wish that I can do a name change on it. I briefly did a second account called like Friendly Canada when my name was Friendly Canadian, but I changed it because I thought that it was just like a little problematic because I'm not Canadian and also it's a stereotype. But that one was very short-lived because I just hate the current state of DeviantArt, like enabling AI, and the site is just shit now. I mean, a lot of the artists on there, good for you, but like I hate the fact that they enable AI and I post all my shit to Blue Sky. But what I'm talking about in particular was an account that I made around 2016, 2015, I can't remember, but it was called 21 Wolfie Productions. Is it pretty sad that like I've only been on YouTube for like 3 years now and I did so much better performance-wise on my YouTube channel than I ever did on my fucking DeviantArt channel, which I think is almost 10 years old. That's so fucking sad. But yeah, this is when I was starting really early into YouTube. That was when I'm Gonna Brown happened. I got a shit ton of views from that. Pretty much the only video that I really got a shit ton of views from. But still, I'm grateful. Oh, man, I still love this one that I made. I mean, like, it's potentially, like, kind of dirty, but I love this one so much because I was trying to mimic this Taco Bell painting that I always wanted to have. But it was one that happened before they did, like, a modernization of Taco Bell. But in the old Taco Bells, you would have like these paintings on the walls, and even as a little kid, it always amazed me, and I loved the fucking painting of it. It was this fucking painting. I loved this painting so much that I tried to recreate it. Do not buy them on eBay. I got scammed out of $200 fucking dollars out of it, and the person just never refunded. I tried doing everything, but I just couldn't get a fucking refund because there's like a certain size to deliver and they couldn't find a box for it. And apparently that's a real problem when it comes to eBay. This is when the paintings were selling for like $200. At least I got mine for $200. But now, like, I saw this one person have like $1,000 painting, which like I thought, that's ridiculous. No one's gonna buy that. And then like the market just became saturated with these fuckers that were selling paintings like up to like 100,000 for 3 of them, when before it'll be like 1,000, which yeah, that's still a lot, but like at least it isn't 100,000, and plus you get 3 canvases. So but I always wanted like a copy of this, even if it's not authentic. I just wanted like a canvas design of this to put it in my room because I love this so much. But that's what I was trying to recreate, and I think from my old account, this is one of my favorite drawings that I did. I kind of like this one, but I feel like the pinkness sort of blurs into the background, or blurs within the skin too. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I think I unintentionally made that racist. I wasn't trying to, but like kind of looks racist, at least in retrospect. Yeah, but these are my more recent ones. This was when I was watching fucking Diesel Patches. What the fuck was wrong with me? Like, I used to watch his content because I thought that was funny, and then I realized like he was just like bullying people for the sake of bullying them, and I'm just like, okay. And then it also just felt like one of those like anti-SJW channels that are fucking cancer. So but yeah, as you're gonna see with a lot of my drawings, even to this day, but I think I've gotten a little bit better, is that I draw all of them from the chest up because anatomy sucks. Like, a lot of the arms are gonna be like really squeezed together. And a lot of my older art, I try to make things look very gross, which like in retrospect, kind of not good to look at, but there's a few good ones out here. Like this one. Like, I really try to channel like my inner Meat Canyon, but everything just looks so unbelievably like unappealing to the eyes. Like even me trying to be like, ooh, try to be gross on purpose. I didn't understand what made it organically gross. I felt like it was just like artificially trying to be gross, even though I was trying to be serious with it. Yet again, I can't see what is happening here. I mean, if you zoom in very closely, then yeah, it's really high res for a older drawing. But look, you can only see really the face. I had a really big problem with like colors. Also, the feet looks like it's a part of the background. It's just so annoying. Also, what the fuck is this? What up? Why is that part gray? What is it? It's like old people do it, and it's fucking disgusting. Like a handkerchief. Yeah, I guess I was trying to put like a little fucking handkerchief in there, even though I don't use them, and like 99.9% of the world don't either. This one, I remember I found like some channel that was talking about like a lost media Muppets thing, or no, it was Sesame Street. But yeah, I drew something about that. I drew a lot of like niche stuff, which is probably what is reflective of the modern shit that I make. It's just relatively like trying to give attention to the underrated stuff more than, you know, the stuff that's already being talked about. Oh yeah, oh, this is a very older drawing. What is this, 2017? So I was like 13, 14, something like that. Jesus, this is gross. Yeah, but I had this very brief like obsession with werewolves, and I thought that they were really cool. So then I tried to make like this ultra serious failed comic that didn't work out, and it was like a few comics. I think a lot of these I unintentionally, like I didn't fully copy it, but I did heavily reference a lot of stuff, which I have to admit. Which I did all of this on my phone, and I hate this era because I always added like a border, I guess, to make it like more cinematic, but in the end it just sucks. This is when I was drawing a lot of like Night in the Woods stuff, but only because I watched Jacksepticeye play it. I didn't actually play it, but I was just like obsessed with like the character designs. And I remember that specifically this one, I laid back and I was like, this looks good. When in like retrospect, it just looks really bad. God, this is 2018 too. What the fuck? This one I kind of like, but at the same time, I wish that I can redo it because like a lot of the proportions are really fucky. Not funky, but fucky. It's fine. This one I remember I put a lot of fucking work into. Doesn't look half bad, but it is kind of still stiff. This one is a more recent one. I did this in my high school art class, which the teacher there was, I would say, very conflicted relationship-wise, because he did teach me a lot, but Jesus Christ, I just wish that I wasn't taught by him, because like he was just one of the most problematic people I've ever met. He tried to argue that like slavery was actually good, I shit you not, and like was just refusing to refer to people by their pronouns. And also during COVID, he would frequently turn on an anti-vaccine podcast while my friend apparently just told him that one of his family members died from it. Like, fuck that guy. But from the class that I took, I like this. I just don't. I don't really like the guy that taught me a few things. That was supposed to be a self-portrait of me, but I don't know why I gave myself like egg yolk eyes. At the time, I thought this looked really good, but in like retrospect, a lot of my drawings just look dirty. There's just like an element of like dirtiness to it, which sometimes would be intentional. But I think it was because like of the different brightness that my tablet had, or maybe the laptop that I had that was like literally hanging by a hinge. I eventually replaced with a better computer. But yeah, this is like me trying to do like slight realism, and it's just, what the fuck. I think this is one of the better ones. I really love this one. This is supposed to be Garfield, but I really like the thick outlines of it and the sort of like mouth detail. Almost gives me like tribal tattoo vibes from the thickness of it. I really like this one. Hell, I have it for my fucking profile picture on here. But like I really like the black and white heavy, like, what is it, introverted sort of look. There's something that's still appealing about it to me. Oh, here's another one. This one still looks kind of cool. There are a few that like still hold up, at least to me. And then like right next to it you have like something like this, which has like yet again there's like a slight air of like grossness to it because I made the shadows look uglier instead of, you know, a pleasant color. Oh yeah, I remember I used to do like these things for a game called Speedrunners, which I did a review for. But these ones actually got reposted from the creators, which every single time I would do one, they would repost it, which I thought was pretty cool. It's so weird because like the juxtaposition between like a few of these looks so weird. Like this one looks older, even though it's not that far off from like this one. I don't know why it added like so much shadow everywhere though. Obviously I didn't know like where to put the shadows. I mean, I still don't, but I feel like I'm at least better now at it. I hate this one. This may be like one of the worst drawings I've ever did. And it was like for a person that requested it, I didn't even know like what the hell they were talking about. They're like, add a guitar from like some sort of game. Yeah, it was like from Devil May Cry. I didn't even play the game. I mean, I'm aware of it, but like they just sent me like Kratos with this. And I'm just like, okay. And the whole, oh my god, there's so much wrong with this. Like the shakiness. This is probably when I was, yeah, again, on my tablet. But like the shakiness of like this shit. There's not a single straight line. Proportions are so fucked. The Omergerd, which was like dated from when I fucking posted it. Despite the line work for this one being kind of shaky, it's okay. Oh yeah, this is when I was complaining about the sweet victory that was used at the Super Bowl of like 2019. And I was like going off in a rant in the description about how much they like fucked it up, which I still think that's unbelievably fucked up. Like they knew what the people wanted. There's petitions around it, and then they play it for like 5 seconds to like introduce some sort of like rapper. But like it was just like so fucking disrespectful. Oh yeah, and that's when I used to like type like Jaden Smith, where I didn't know how to like type, so I just like capitalize everything. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do like this sort of neat collaboration with Daz Black, which if you don't know, he was a Viner. I did some fan art for him. One of the characters that I drew, in retrospect, I was like, I shouldn't have drawn them. And I took down the original post, even if it had like over, I think like tens or hundreds of thousands of likes. I can't remember, but it was pretty fucking big. And like I almost collaborated with him, but then like even at the time, my giddiness was getting like the best of me, and I would like sort of text him or whatever. He probably saw it as like kind of like stalkerish, even though like I wasn't trying to. I was just very like, you know, like here's this, what's up, or whatever. And like at an early age I realized that like it was kind of weird to be very like overly obsessive like that, and I can understand why he just like slowly stopped talking. And I think it's that, and he realized that it was like a teenager doing it, so he probably was just like, well, you know, I don't want like a teenager to do this for free. But yeah, Daz, if you're watching, I'm so sorry for when I was younger, and I do admit that was very awkward, or, well, at least like my part was very awkward of how I treated things. Yeah, again, wasn't anything serious or anything. It was just like me being extremely giddy at the fact of like collaborating with a person that I used to watch on Vine. I honestly thought that was like some sort of like friendship, even though my brain was being very parasocial about it. Yeah, this is like my slight era of where I was listening to Frank Sinatra because I thought that like his music was nice to listen to. God, the line work in my older shit, like it's just like cross. How did I let this pass back then? Oh my god. And yeah, again, like the gradient filter that I would put through like some sort of app to make it look like a little bit more professional, even though like, look at the line work. What the fuck? And like, obviously I use like a fill-in tool as well. But I used to be really into like Frank Sinatra, and then like I started to be like very critical of the stuff that I watch. And then I realized that like he was just a really like kind of fucked up guys, and I was just like, And also like my music taste grew and I went into other stuff, so yeah. This one is very interesting because this used to be a channel that now deleted all of like his videos, but it was like this YouTuber called like Charmix, and he was like a reaction type channel. But the thing that was different was that I felt like that there was this genuineness to him that, you know, it was different from other reaction channels at the time. Like, it was cringy, but you can tell that like he was putting his all into these videos. But I don't know where the fuck he went. He sort of just dropped off from the internet. But if you're out there, Charmix, I had a really unhealthy addiction to watching your content because like it was just comfort food in a way. That and like I used to watch like Blasphemous HD. I'm surprised I can still remember his fucking name. I remember he used to make a lot of content that I used to watch. There's that infamous clip of him being like, "That's a bad bitch though." Kind of funny. But yeah, I used to watch like a lot of reaction type content, and I still do now, but like it's more what's the word, productive commentary sort of channels instead of like, I don't know, slop. Okay, let's go all the way back. Okay, I just straight up stole that. How did I get away with that? Also, what the fuck is what? I don't even think I named this one. Oh my god, that's only in 2015. That's like almost 10 years old. What the fuck? Yeah, but I just straight up just like downloaded this image and then just posted it and try to act like it was mine. Jesus. I mean, if I could, I would just like delete this one, but I forgot the password to my DeviantArt account and I forgot what email I used. I think it was like a very ancient one. Oh yeah, I know which one it was, but I just don't have the password to it. So that's why I sort of left this one, even though like towards the end I wasn't very active. Yeah, yet again, stolen art again, just straight up just like saving an image. Oh man, I used to watch top 10 videos of like Five Nights at Freddy's and all that shit. Like I was really obsessed with it. At least until like the third game. And then I sort of just grew up, I guess. And the games just weren't really appealing. I remember playing a really scuffed version of Five Nights at Freddy's on Roblox, and it was like, I don't know how they did that legally, but I remember it was like the whole damn game, and it was around the release of it, so I don't know how the hell they did that. I think it's like off now. Did I misspell balloon? Yeah, I spelled balloon with one O. I like how I just gave up with it. Like I was going to outline it, but then I said fuck it and I just posted a picture anyways. I'm also pretty sure that like it's either A, I looked at a reference, or I looked at some fan art and tried to like modify it a little bit. God, my camera quality back then was shit. I think I know exactly what font I was using too. It was like a like, you know how you go to like a Dollar General and you see like the baseline sort of phones? Well, it was like one of those, but like for back then. I think this is when I was just learning about the internet. I can't remember if like the sale meme was really relevant back then. I think I just saw off of Vine and I was like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, realistic Rigby. I tried to copy like some other fan art. Yeah, I think a lot of the time I would just copy fan art, but not in a way where I was like tracing over. I mean, it was still copying, but at least I wasn't fucking tracing it. But like at the same time, I was like a teenager, and obviously I don't fucking do that now. And I was like 13, so I can't read any of this. Some of these were like people that I knew in real life, but I remember there's like this one animation on YouTube. It was like some sort of like high school web cartoon thing. I forgot what it was, but it was like in the style of almost like South Park. But I think that's lost media. I don't know. Briefest break. It's like a that was a jacket that I used to wear. This my unofficial first? Oh no. I mean, I knew that like I was trying to treat it as if it was its own thing, but like I incorporated my own like I guess clothing onto it. I remember that jacket too. Wow. Origami Loot Crate. That was when like Loot Crate was really popular. Huh. Is Loot Crate still around? I don't think so. No, they're still around. I thought they died out like years ago. Who the fuck still uses Loot Crate? Yeah, around the time that I would post this, it would be like 3 years old, so I'm pretty sure it was like relatively popular. I think I had a Loot Crate once, and then I realized that it was like kind of shit. Oh my god, fucking poppers. I remember kids, they used to like make these poppers with like paper, and they would just like pop it. I'm pretty sure, you know, obviously kids still do it, but I remember it was like very obnoxious at one point. And this is my first introduction to digital art, and it's terrible. There's already a video of me reacting to this, but like, come on, how come no one has found this yet and like turned this into like an ironic meme? Like, this is so funny, even like retrospect for me. Why is like, I just realized this, I didn't point this out before, but like, why is there like a smudge on the text? Like, that's really hard to fuck up. Oh yeah, and then this was like in DeviantArt's like own built-in like paint software that was shit. I mean, I don't know if it's good now, but I remember when it first came out, it was like really bad. I don't know if it's still bad. A new teammate on my team, this was like a friend of mine that I drew, and I thought that he was gonna like collaborate with me on here, but like, one, he had no social media accounts, and two, I think he was just like a short-lived friend, so yeah. Survivors, people say everything will be okay. Bing, huh? Oh yeah, and then that's supposed to be like a glass break-in. It's like, looks like they were wrong. Oh my god. Everyone exit the exit door. Everyone go now. I didn't know that I was supposed to exit out of the exit door. Oh, right when I was talking about Blasphemous HD. What the fuck is this on like the end? Is this supposed to be like the circle over here? Why does that look so much bigger than the other? My previous self didn't really think that much into it. I think I literally just saw this format on like the internet and I just stole it. It was like, hey dude, do this. Or it was maybe just like an overused joke at that point. Some millennial will probably find this funny. When you fart near someone you hate. I can see this being reposted on like Facebook or some shit, or like a very unfunny social media account. And the funny thing is that my handwriting is still that. Has not really improved. That was when like the whole entire like Illuminati confirmed shit was happening. Oh yeah, I guess I did have an unofficial persona back then. Oh no. My friends already give me shit that like my Xbox name was pretty much the same as this, so when they find this, it's gonna be a shit show. Oh my god. Yeah, the overused joke of like, hi you being Mr. Clean or whatever. God, I was just not funny back then. I mean, I guess looking back to a lot of people, like, you know, they weren't funny as a child too, but like, just looking back, it's like, Jesus. Why did I just take a photo of a Starbucks mocha? I think that was like the first time I drank Starbucks, and I was like, I have to let my DeviantArt know that I'm drinking Starbucks. It's like, okay. God, I would barely get any stars on this too. Wow. A small spark in life. Like, was I like a motivational Facebook mom? That was really pretentious. Oh yeah, fucking eye tutorial. This is when I was like messing around with a pen tool that made like lines very scratchy. I remember I had no Wi-Fi, so I legit just look at like hot sauce or coffee or, you know, stuff to just draw visually. The one thing that I can respect about myself is that I never physically traced, even though like obviously I heavily referenced. Keep moving forward. Side tangent. You know, I love the movie Meet the Robinsons, but a little part of me fucking hates it because everyone would think that they were so fucking original for bringing up the fact that I look like the kid off of Meet the Robinsons when I was younger. Like, I used to have very long hair, and it was like a little bit blonder, and people would just compare me to him, and they would always bring it up as if it's like, have you ever heard about this movie? Everyone has heard about the movie. It's not like this like underrated thing that is so underneath the radar. Like, you want to know what's underrated? Fucking Bad Milo. Have you heard about that movie? No. By the way, look out for a video in the future about that movie. Yeah, this was from fan art. I didn't even have time to put on a table, and I just like posted it on my lap. Why would I just take pictures of random shit? It's like, okay, a frappuccino. Oh yeah, this was when like the Vive headsets were coming out, and it was like the first like consumer grade headsets. It wasn't like the development kits, which was referred to as like the DK bongos. It was like the ones that were the Vive, even though I remembered the DK bongos ones. But I made a makeshift VR headset with my phone, since like phone VR was the only cheap alternative that I can use. Damn, I was still using the Xbox 360 in 2016. Actually, no, that's not far-fetched, because like the Xbox One was, I think, like 2015 or around there, or not 2015, maybe earlier. I can't remember. Oh no, this is when I used to listen to Eminem. I remember I asked my mom to like buy a DVD of like Eminem. It was a period where it was like a 1 month thing, and it was around like Christmas or my birthday, and I was like, please give me the DVD. And then by the time that I stopped listening to it, because I realized that it was kind of cringe for me to listen to it, I just didn't want it. So I was sort of just like, well, looks like I had to sort of accept that. Oh no, and then there's also another memory that I remember. I was getting like froyo at Sweet Frog. I was just like, man, I want to listen to some music, and then I just blasted in public around my parents Lose Yourself or something, and I was just like, in retrospect, that was so cringe. I know exactly why I drew them. Or like why I posted them and everything. Like, I can tell what I was thinking whenever I was doing it. Oh, I should not have separated the name of that. I should have just kept it together, because that was his fucking thing. Yeah, that guy was really popular back then. I forgot what he did. Bunch of like dated memes, even for like its time. I mean, I guess like the Thug Life meme was around that time, but like the challenge accepted one, like, what? That wasn't even like relevant back then. I really tried to go for like a somewhat anime style back then, because I thought that was like kind of simplistic for me to draw, I guess. Why is everything so like overexposed? Like, I feel like I'm looking at the sun with the, oh my god, that hurts. God, I can see like the little what is it, the lasso tool that I used. This is so overexposed. This hurts my eyes. I like how I tried to describe myself as if I was like a different character, even though like it was obviously like a self-insert of me. And also, why did I make fan art? I made fan art of Steven Universe when I didn't even watch the show. Like, I legit watched like the first episode, and that was it. And I thought that was like kind of eh. Oh my god, this is so sad. Is anyone still watching my content? This is so sad. What the fuck? Damn. This is when the Suicide Squad came out. Oh my god, this is bad. At least like I was better at like physically drawing at this point, but I really wanted to go into digital drawing. It just wasn't there. I mean, even when I was drawing, I wasn't there, but still. Yeah, again, my werewolf. My little werewolf obsession. Like, unconfirmed furry. Why did I create an Instagram logo? I didn't even use it. I didn't even use it. No, I think I downloaded it and I didn't know what to do, and then I quickly deleted it within like a few hours, and I was just like, okay. Why did I draw it though? I think it was just because it was simplistic. Why is this blurred? Contain sensitive themes, not... What the fuck did I think I just... Yeah, it was just the Twitter logo. What are you talking about? I'm really concerned about that one. A bunch of Undertale shit that, like, yet again, didn't play the game, just watch Let's Plays of it, but... I hate this period so much where it's like triggered. I'm really reflective in like my 2016 period because like honestly I think out of any time in my life that was like the worst period because like I was really into like own the liberals anti-SJW content that I was like really briefly into for like I think a year or two, and then I quickly just like got out of it because I realized how toxic it was. But luckily I had like enough self-awareness to not go down that rabbit hole. Unlike a lot of people that are still stuck in that cycle to this day. Oh shit, this was like a... Yeah, I tried to make like a comic Hub Betrayed. I think I watched like Planet of the Apes and I was like, damn, maybe if I did my own, which was like essentially the same thing. No, it was a mixture of like Zootopia and Planet of the Apes, I think, where like their little like neck things when it make them like turn, I guess, like it would turn them back into being feral or something. I don't know. Let me tell you a story that almost ended the world. It started out as a simple project called Project K. I didn't even watch like this gives me Resident Evil vibes, but like even back then I didn't even like playing the game. So they wanted to stabilize. I spelled stabilize wrong. And make animals as smart as us. I hate the random capitalization. It worked out, and we figured out that we can use them for labor work. They use these voice translator to progress what they're saying. Oh, so it's just a voice translator. Okay. It works out for a while, but then one standed out and changed yeah, it's literally just Planet of the Apes. They started a war against the humans, and now they and us are at war. One more, then back to duty. Right on target, bullseye. I think I just looked up references of like people holding like guns or something. I didn't even put a trigger on this one. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to be the handle, but my hand, like, what? Wait, so do I have a handle up here or a hand? No, that was like the iron sight. This was the handle. Okay. But like my hand is... but my hand is supposed to be right here. Your time's up, get back to work. I still have 10 minutes. I like how I tried to like sort of look like it's over the shoulder. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was trying to make it look like it was over my shoulder. Try to make it look like badass or something. Do what I say, soldier else. And then I'm pretty sure I looked at some sort of reference with this. Oh, I'm reading it wrong. Or else what? Yeah, I went like that. Okay. You're just like the other leaders. You're no good to society. Society. Whoa, this is such strong political commentary. It's like when a kid just realized what politics is. Like, it's literally just that. This text is so small. What the fuck? You grew spoiled. Guards take... What? You just kick people out whenever you want. You're just a dictator, a failure. Wow. I hope to God I didn't show my parents this. I felt like it probably did. What's with the random smudging? I see that periodically through my like drawings, but there's like random smudging to where like an area looks very blurry. Like here's more smudging. What the fuck is happening? What's happening with the hand? The fuck? Yeah, I think I saw like We Bare Bears for like a slight little bit. I thought that was okay. Oh, here's a resume of the comic. Look at this world of possibilities, like sky, ground. Drop the gun or put 3 caps in your gut. Oh my god, I try to be so edgy with this one. And like, what is that? I think I saw it in like one thing, and I was like, damn, that looks really cool. I think it was like a thing that cops would do or something. I don't know. But I thought it looked badass, even though it's just stupid. A bunch of Gore-tuber stuff. I'm not gonna look at the rest of the comic. I just can't. And also, I'm pretty sure like YouTube would just be bitches about it and just be like, ooh, it's too gory, even though like it's literally a child's drawing. Wow, I really try to be quirky. I had like this weird obsession with this one gif from Five Nights at Freddy's. It was like exotic butter or something. And it's pretty much like millennials version of Epic Narwhal or whatever the fuck. Yeah, but it was like cringy. There's more of the comic. I'm not gonna get into it. There's a bunch of furry shit. I don't remember making so much of this character. It's so funny. Yo, what the fuck, man? Man, what the fuck? Oh no, that's when I was watching Keemstar. 2016 was like one of the worst years for me, Jesus. Bloodborne. That's so funny because like I didn't even know that that game existed. I just came up with that name because it sounded really cool. It wasn't like inspired by Bloodborne. Oh yeah, I made this for my grandma and she still has it like up on her little thing, but looks like ass. I can't tell where it's holding. Like here's a hand, but it's like on the tip top of this one finger. And then like I have a little watermark down there. Oh, behind the scene. Man, I remember this artist. It was Rainy Blue. She was behind the cartoon Sabrina. Or like Santina or like something like that. That cartoon's pretty good. But she had like a web comic back then that was like a furry comic that I liked. Yeah, maybe I was just an undiagnosed furry at that point. Jesus. Why did I draw Jared Leto so much? I hated the movie, even back then. I thought it was stupid. It's just a little random shit. Where's my pizza roll? I had like this weird obsession with like joking about pizza rolls. I have no idea why, but I just did. I just thought that was like lol random funny. That's probably really unbearable back then. Finally, I shaved my... I forgot about this. I tried to give my character more facial hair to make it seem like I was more adult than what I was, even though I'm pretty sure most people following knew that I was a kid. This is when I started to get more into animations. Ugh, this is when I was watching Filthy Frank and crap like that. Now, I see like a bit of like improvement around here. There a little bit. I used to be really proud of this one. Of like the designs and the hat and shit. Still kind of wobbly, but I mean, we're slowly getting there. Here's Peppa the Frog. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of like 26... This is like a time capsule for like 2016, Jesus. Just like explore the popularity of memes back then. And then around this time, I actually started to gain more traction. I mean, to DeviantArt standards, this was traction. Oh yeah, here's a Bloodborne comic. It always me daily is living in a repeat of a reminder of what I have done. I'm only human after... I think that was a reference to, what's that one song? It's like, I'm only human. When did it come out? 2016? Okay, I definitely gained inspiration from that then. I don't want to go forward. It's just too cringe. I can't. And it's not even a feeling of like, oh, I'm so much better than what I used to be. It's just like, you just get that personal cringiness of like, you thought that you're being serious back then, but like you knew your intentions of it, but it just comes off as so try-hard. It's just, ugh. Yeah, again, here's like my era of like the... I like to call this the border era, which I kind of hated this era, not only because, well, a lot of my drawings sucked, but just that annoying border over everything. Oh yeah, here was like a little drawing that my uncle did. It was like something called like a box crab, and that almost became like a little like cameo little character that I would have. I heard somewhere that like someone said that looked familiar to like another thing that was similar, like maybe like some sort of like gamer or something, but I don't know. But I think it was just something that he made by himself. I'm pretty sure. Boneless pizza. Oh my god, that fucking meme. Like, got shit in my pizza. Boneless. I think it was just funny ear rape humor, where it's just like, oh, it's funny because loud sound. And the premise is absurd. I label these as dank memes. This isn't a dank meme, this is just like millennial memes. I had like the mindset of a millennial back then. Someone doesn't laugh at your joke, you better laugh at my joke. Or okay, oh my god, I can actually picture like one of my family members posting this. When you look in the mirror and realize you look like a big Q-tip. How many like, don't favorite that, come on. When you see your uncle in white van passing out that's just not funny. God, like the borders just got like more and more aggressive over time, Jesus. Pickle Rick. When was that? Jesus. Hold up. Wait a minute. That was like 7 years ago, or like 7, 8, around there. Oh my god. Hasn't really been that long. Crap. I just got like extremely like existential real quick. How Uncle Billy sees you from a distance when your friend is hugging all the food. Bleach Skittles, it's just like edgy humor. Not even edgy. It's like surface level edgy, but also like annoying type of edgy where it's just trying to get a reaction. Oh yeah, this is when I started to really get back into collecting older stuff. And I was like really proud of my collection back then, even though like most of it was kind of crap, or at least like the games I chose. I still have the markings on those. What the fuck? I thought I did those recently. Hold up. Yeah. Oh my god, I still have them on here. Holy crap. Look. I don't know if you can see that, but I still have the markings on it. Holy crap. I didn't know that they were that old. God damn. I mean, I had these for a very long time, but like almost a decade now? Holy crap. All of these I still have, by the way. Like, I haven't sold any of them. I think maybe like one or two that I didn't really give a fuck about. Oh yeah, I remember I went onto eBay and I got really excited and I like bought a Nintendo 64 again because I grew up with it. And I had to get 1080 snowboarding and Army Men because that was like what I can afford back then on my allowance. But yeah, I still have it. That's the crazy part. This thing like broke within like a year. I mean, it's good, but like still. Recently I've been trying to find this review that I had like from years ago, and it was like on some sort of site. I'm pretty sure it was like GameSpot.com. It's a really passionate review, even though looking back I remember I looked at it a few years ago and I was like, what the fuck am I even saying? Like, it's literally just like slamming on a keyboard. Back then it made sense, but like looking back it's like, what were you trying to say? But I was trying to argue that like this game was like one of the best games of all time or something, or like one of the best shooters. And like I've been trying to look for that review, but like I just couldn't find it. But like if anyone could find that for me, that would be great, because I really want to look at that review again. And that was the only review that I did. It was only for this, and then like I just gave up on it. The at game Sega Genesis thing. Ooh boy. If you don't know, like those things are like literally sold for like 20 bucks. They do the job, I wouldn't even say fine, like, because it's objectively just like inferior immolation wise. But with the at game Sega Genesis things, like they were just bad at like immolation. Like everything would run very slowly, the music would be really fucked up in comparison to the original. Like it was really bad, but for the time I was just like, damn, this is good, even though I wasn't playing the games that they were intended to be played. I still have that, just for like memory's sake. Also, what a combination. Super Mario 2 with Batman and Robin, which like I think I played Batman and Robin once. And I remember it not being as bad as everyone's saying that it was, but it's still like relatively boring. It was like some sort of Mortal Kombat clone. Bunch of Pepe shit before like I drew Pepe in a way because I thought that the character looked funny, and this was also a time where like it wasn't really being used that much as a hate symbol, and then like eventually it did, and then like, you know, everyone stopped using it justifiably. I guess people still used it in a stubborn way, being like, it's not an offensive meme, even though it got turned into an offensive meme. It's literally clarified as a hate crime symbol. Oh yeah, this is when I got my PlayStation 1. Still have it. The story behind it is very weird because I got it at like a local store, and they sort of just had it in a box, and I was just like, it's an older console. Like, you don't see those, even though it's probably on eBay, and I could have got it cheaper, but I remember spending like maybe like $50 or $60. The only game that they had was like Abe's Odyssey, which I didn't understand how to play the game at the time, and how the guy was controlling the game and made the game seem very boring, and he just kept on spamming the fart thing, and I was like, well, maybe this is kind of cringe. So I remember just getting it, maybe getting like a game afterwards, and then afterwards I realized that like I didn't have enough money to get something on eBay, so then I just went back to the place like a week later, just begging my mom to like pick up the DVD for it, and that was like the only game that I had for it for the longest time. It's a neat game, but it's like one of those ones that like you would have to have a very specific taste for it, and it will have to take up like a lot of your time. But from what I played, it was decent. I was so proud. got a freaking Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Am I just looking more at like the consoles I used to own, or I'm looking more at the art? But I guess I can technically just clarify this as a strictly DeviantArt, you know, video. But it's just good, like, reminiscing at, like, all the fucking consoles that, like, I posted and was just, like, so giddy about. But anyways, away from that, oh my god, fucking Ugandan Knuckles and Skedaddle Skadoodle. Why did I have so many attempts at, like, trying to make a comic and then just, like, failing at it? I try to get, like, a little bit more original with my drawings here. At least that's, like, a good steer in the direction. Oh, I remember with this drawing, I legit had like a freeze frame of like the NES game whenever it goes to like the boss fight, and I just like, I tried to draw as much as I could because like I had really shitty Wi-Fi and I didn't want to put up with it, so I would just put up the game and it would just be like right there. Oh, look at those. Rough fight. Try me. I have tomato sauce all over me. That was when I was playing Fortnite. Ugh. What is this? Oh yeah, I got snipper clips. Sony PS Vita on life support. How the hell did I know about these? I didn't even know about anything about the PS Vita. I didn't even know that was a thing. I think I was just making references for reference's sake. Wait a minute. I can't remember if I confused it with a PSP or if I confused it with a Wii U. I don't know. Doesn't look like a Wii U that I was trying to draw. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, that's kind of brutal, not gonna lie. I'll like rip through the face. That's kind of inventive. Not gonna lie. Here's my updated little collection, but we're not gonna talk a lot about it since I already did. I just get nerdy just looking back at like my small collection back then. I had like this one person like talking about my comic, wishing for me to resume it, but like it was in private, I think. So like, I don't know why I was just like calling out this one person. I had Hulu on my what? I had Hulu on my Switch at one point. When the fuck did I use that? Also, I think that would be a horrible experience. I mean, probably not back then because the online store wasn't blowing with like AI shit yet. But like still, I don't even think I really watch Hulu. Yeah, and then Fortnite on Switch. I played that very briefly. I remember going to somebody's house and playing Fortnite on the Switch as they played on other stuff, and it was great looking back, but like the friendship of that, I don't really look, you know, don't really look back fondly on it. Let me just say the least. Oh no. Wait, it says, scrub, I was talking. Really? I referred to a kid as a scrub. Oh my god, what is this, 2012? Jesus. Also, I like how... Really? That's kind of funny. Literally just shitting on Fortnite. I just drew fan art of Fortnite. Oh yeah, there was like this one, music video that I liked, and it was called Cats, Dogs, and Rats. It was when like they had 1,000 subscribers, not even that, but now they're like kind of bigger in a way. Yeah, but I love how like animated the music video was. This one kind of stands out, you know. I think I'm slowly getting the hang of like drawing digitally. This one doesn't look half bad. Wow, still trying to be like edgy still. If I can overdose with the single color being red. Oh, so poetic. That's when I got Game Janie. Why did I say that really country? What the fuck, Janie? Oh yeah, this is when I tried to draw in a bunch of like artist styles, even though I fucked up on that one person's. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I think it was just because I didn't fill in the white, so a lot of the teeth look fucked. Like it looks like they have no gums, or that their gums are like black. Yeah, I really fucked up on this one, but I remember this one took me so long. I had to credit like so many people. Yeah, 54 people. Damn. Oh my god, I remember all of this. I would like lay out all like the games I had. And I would like rank them. I would rank them like how much I enjoyed them or something like that. When like I didn't verbally, well not verbally, but like visibly convey that it was in that order. so no one would understand that it was in that order. Oh no, not Wolf. I remember I used to watch this. No, I used to watch this this fan comic. It was called Wolf 2, and it was like one of the or it was like Markiplier turning into like a werewolf or something. Oh no, that was no. I mean, I remember I have no like shit on the original creator because like, you know, I'm not gonna bash someone, but like, you know, just looking back, it was, for me drawing this, it was just kind of cringy. Yeah, again, I'm not calling the original that. It's just that like me looking back at my obsessions, it just makes me cringe at, you know, what I used to like. Oh yeah, I remember with my friend, we used to just like fill up this like hole in Fortnite. It took us like so long, but we were so proud of it. Yeah, again, didn't really like how that friendship ended out, but there's a few good memories, you know, here and there. I really started getting good at like hand drawn though, even if it's just like memes I saw. That's when I was watching like Obs One's Out. That was like before he created like a monopoly with the whole entire YouTuber talking community. It is. Okay, like for shitpost reasons, like this would have been kind of funny like nowadays. Not really, but like, I still like it for how crude it is. Well, here's Bongo Cat. I think Bongo Cat was like popular for like a week, and then no one gave a fuck about it. Just a bunch of memes that I was watching back then. It got slowly better, but we're still in that kind of era where it's just border on everything. Yeah, arms. Oh, this kind of looks good though. This kind of, but like everything else, it's like I can understand why that would look bad. Especially this, like what the fuck is happening here? I think I just added wrinkles for the sake of wrinkles. Nah, but my fucking art teacher was a dick about it though, because he made me fucking like remake this around 6 times or something, and I was like in like 9th grade, and he would be like, do you seriously think that this deserves like a decent grade? And I was like, I don't know, I tried really hard about it. And then he was like, but really? He was a real fucking asshole about it. That's not how you teach a kid. Just like putting them actively down. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck was Daniel oh, wait a minute. What the fuck was that? That sounds so familiar. You know how you have like a hazy memory of like remembering something, but like you remember it, but you don't remember it in extreme detail? It's literally just like this. He still makes content to this day. Jesus. I remember he used to be like really popular. Oh yeah, it was just like a bunch of shit that he used to cover, I guess. Okay, these drawings, even though they're like fan art, like I'm slowly starting to get better. Like these are just like practice for me. I mean, it's still fucked up that like I was trying to pass it as my own, but like it was sort of like a training ground for me to actually like draw my own shit for once. I think I still have some of these drawings though, the traditional ones. And yeah, here's a bunch of pixel art I did. Add like shading to it. I kind of fucked up on his head right there. What the hell? Ooh, oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can like redo it now, probably like more cleaner, but like back then, you know, I feel like this is like one of my better drawings. You can sort of see elements of like the modern sort of look that I give my characters now, like this sort of like simplistic look. Ugh, back when I used to watch JonTron and didn't know that he was a white supremacist. It's weird that people sort of just forgotten about that, or sort of like excuse his behavior about that. It wasn't a simple like, you know, like comment that he made and then he was like, oh sorry, like that was sort of fucked up. No, he went onto like an hour rant talking about like white replacement theory and shit, and how like he thought that it was like an actual thing when in reality he was just being racist. Oh yeah, this was when I was watching Hot Diggity Demon. Still like his stuff though. I mean, his earlier stuff was like kind of cringy, but it was like purposely, you know, cringy. No, now this looks pretty cool. Like this looks like one of the most like clean drawings from at least back then. I mean, the sword is a little fucked up looking and like it's a little wobbly here and there, but like honestly, it doesn't look half bad. I still like how like faithful it kind of is towards the show. Okay, a lot of these are becoming more and more like original, which like when it comes to that, it gets like more interesting. I still had the problem here and there, but at least I was trying to like do my own thing with it. Maybe I'll hold on, started thinking about California raisins. Oh, this. I hated my teacher. At the time, I really liked this drawing, and then straight up just got me like a fucking 0 if I didn't redo it. For some reason, I didn't like this one over the other one, even though I like this one a hell of a lot more. And then I tried to like incorporate Namco into like the design. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I thought that this was like better than the other thing, but at the time I was relatively passionate about this one. But in retrospect, I do think that this one looks pretty fucking slick. Oh yeah, here it is done. Oh shit, I really like this one. Damn. This may be like one of my better physical drawings, at least back then. Man, God damn, I remember this. This took so long. This drawing was actively fucking horrendous when it came to like time management skills. Okay, so I tried to incorporate every single cog from like Toontown, which if you don't know, that was like a live service sort of game that was run by Disney. I think it ended in like 2016 or something like that. Or no, it was like 2012 or around there. But that game used to be my shit until eventually, you know, I moved on to other stuff. But I was like reminiscing about it back then, and I tried to draw all the characters, and it was just such a pain in the ass to do. I think I spent like literally like 2 weeks on it. Yeah, this was oh yeah, what is it, the Kanye video where like everyone was memeing on it because it looks like Roblox or something. It's like, I like to quick fuck or something like that. And I was just like doing it because I wasn't actively into Kanye's music at the time, but just because of the meme. Also, when I was drawing Lil Pump's hair, I was cringing because if you don't know, I heavily dislike dreads. I mean, do you? But to me, they just look gross. Damn. I mean, now I don't think that they look gross. I think they actually look pretty cool. I remember I used to always refer to them as like Cheetos, and I was just like, looking back, I shouldn't have fucking said that. Just kind of offensive. Bold and brash. I still like this one. It looks pretty faithful. I think so, and like the line work doesn't look horrendous besides like that edge of the nose. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot. I had to dismantle my whole entire Xbox 360 because I didn't know what the hell was happening to it. It was getting the red ring of death and I was in the coping phase, but I legit tried to like resurrect my Xbox 360 or my old one, and it just didn't work. And I felt so devastated that day. I think I had like the Xbox since like 2009 or something. Or maybe earlier than that. I don't know. Yeah, I was into a lot of retro stuff at this time, so whatever video would pop up into my like recommendations, I'd be like, oh, Vib Ribbon, Mr. Domino, these looks like games that I would like, even though I would never afford them because most of them were like fucking expensive. Oh, here's the speedrunners art again. Yeah, again, like I think that these still age pretty relatively well, and we're back to the more modern stuff. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I thought it was very interesting looking at the almost 10 years of my account being on DeviantArt, because you can literally see an artist just grow more and more and more. And I think that it's very interesting just looking in hindsight where I started and where I am now, and I think the juxtaposition between the two is just very interesting, at least to me. I hope I made it interesting. I mean, if you're at the end of the video after like, what, an hour? I hope that was interesting, you know? But I hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to, like if you want to, even comment if you want to. I don't care. You do you, and have a good day.